home to me is a place where you can be yourself no matter what, where you're always safe and you're always looked after, and it's always a place where you're the most special.
Home means family. It means safety, it means security, it means warmth. It can mean living by yourself, it can mean raising a child, it can mean having an elderly parent live with you. Home is like, it's where the heart is.
Home is somewhere where I can live comfortably and not have to worry about what I can afford and what I can't, and somewhere where my kid can live comfortably. Somewhere that's not a dump.
Just about anybody in this day and age has to be really aware that times can change in a heartbeat, and people can find themselves homeless easier than they can imagine.
I hate to think of it. I think it would be impossible for me to find anything where I would be completely comfortable.
It's bad when you gotta pick your son up and then you gotta bawl his eyes out because he wants to stay with his mom, but he can't because his mom got nowhere to live. It's stressful.
When you live in a place that's run down, like you feel kind of dirty and worthless and all that. But when you live in a nice place, you feel a lot better about yourself.
Trying to pay the rent and all the bills and childcare on top of it, as I said, is $1,600 a month. It doesn't leave much room for anything.
Well, it's getting harder and harder, and you know, I know of a number of people who own houses who are finding it increasingly difficult in this economy to make their mortgage payments and their insurance payments on top of those things.
I think everybody needs a home to do anything. Anything they want to do. You can't do anything on the street.
How are people getting by is really difficult to understand. Sometimes when I just look at my own situation or a close friend that's, you know, not making $100,000 a year like some people, you just wonder how we end up making ends meet. We somehow have to find a way, and that's all there is to it.
I'm just trying to better my life too and trying to live in a nice house.
Having an affordable house just for mental state of the parents and the kids, not having as much stress put on everybody that's in the household, but also having a healthy environment and a healthy mental state for everybody, that at least you can have maybe a little bit of cash at the end to go out to a movie or even rent a movie, or be able to have cable and the internet, and just the small luxuries that a lot of people have that a lot of people don't because they can't afford it.
Think about everybody who lives in Newfoundland, not just the people who are attracted here for new development and the oil economy. Don't forget about the people who have been living here for years and working here for years and who are functioning as just an important part of the economy as those people. We need affordable housing too.
The reality is that there is an increasing gap as housing prices have been rising at exponential rates. People's incomes have not been rising at the same rate. And as that gap increases, the only way to satisfy it is to have more housing on the market, or more. I think we also need more housing that is subsidized or with good community supports. But that is where I guess the influence or the participation of the three levels of government have to come into play.
There's a lot more need out there right now that I don't think a lot of people are aware of how much people are really scraping by. And these people can be heroes by doing that kind of thing. You know, they can really change the world, and but we all need heroes.
I think the people who are most interested are those people who have maybe aging parents themselves or relatives with disabilities. And if they don't have them now, the chances are pretty great that they're going to have them in the future.
Hopefully down the road I'd probably have an apartment or a house if I could, or I just want to be happy.